Hey everybody, Claire here, and I'm doing a kitchen tour. Some of you asked to see inside my kitchen, and here I am showing you. So this is going to give you a more in-depth look into the space that we always shoot in. And isn't it dramatic? This is my kitchen. All right, so let's get the tour going. All right, come on. So first stop is my sink, which usually sink, but I'm really obsessed with my sink because it has a fancy gold faucet. This house was completely crazy when we moved in. It was a 1960s home, super tiny kitchen. So my goal was to make the kitchen a really big, open, entertaining space. And I wanted to kind of make it bright and fresh. So for me, having things like gold accents, white surfaces, and really sort of pale neutral colors was really important to me. So I wanted the sink to be sort of a feature. So the gold faucet was definitely part of that. So this is the East Linear line by Newport Brass. This is their gold faucet. I have Caesar stone, which I love. It's so easy to work with. It has a really fabulous color palette. It looks really good, and it's less expensive than marble. Additionally, I'm kind of a heat ceramic junkie. So Heat Ceramic is a California ceramic company. They produce the tiles for my backsplash, and it's in the color Dew. And these are the, I believe I think they're the 2-inch by 12-inch. So I like the look of them being just straight instead of subway tile style. All right, so this brings me to my cookbooks and my sort of windowsill. I always have like a little something in this corner just because on camera it's to break up the whiteness that is this giant window. But yeah, I always have a little something, so I love little bud vases and keeping it really natural. I have a ridiculous amount of cake platters, so I always have some of them lying about. And so this is where I keep some of my favorite cookbooks. I have dozens. I actually collect vintage cookbooks. I'm a big cookbook nerd. So these are some of my favorites. The Joy of Cooking, obviously. Platter of Figs by David Tanis is amazing. My buddy Joy the Baker is awesome. She has a new cookbook out, so I have her old cookbook right here. Geometry of Pasta is awesome. Some of my favorite vintages, my cookbook, obviously. And then probably my favorite is the Shaker cookbook. I'm obsessed with this cookbook. It is the best. And I buy my vintage cookbooks mostly from Bonnie Slotnick's in New York. So if you haven't been there, go. It's amazing. Also, Janet Jarvis's in Pasadena is fantastic too. And then, I don't know, I just like the little brass guys. I just kind of like having them hang out there. It's sort of fun. And then for me here, I have a bouquet of flowers. I always have to have fresh flowers in my kitchen. I love fresh flowers. They just make me really happy. These are some of my favorites. I love poppies and peonies and tulips. They just are so fun. And these crazy, crazy flowers are cotton. So I don't know why I saw them and thought those are crazy. I love them. I'm gonna grab them. And for me, making and arranging flowers actually makes me really, really happy. So this is one of my favorite things to do. Love these little canisters. I just think they're so cute. Gold is an obvious theme. So when I saw them, I was like, they must be mine. And then this brings us to sort of the cabinetry. Everything in here is IKEA, and then I just put really cool hardware on it. So the hardware is by Louis Dolan. He's based out of, I think, Pennsylvania. But yeah, his stuff's actually really well priced, but I love it. It's just super clean and pretty, and this is in the polished brass finish. And I have it segmented, so this is my pink cupboard. So all my pink stuff is in here. And then I have my white cupboard and then my green cupboard. So I kind of just have everything sort of organized by color. And then this is where I keep all of my flatware. I don't know if you've noticed on my blog, but a lot of in my photography, there's a lot of gold. And so for me, this is where I just love gold flatware. So here it all is. I have this is one of 4 sets of gold flatware that I have. So I kind of mix it up a little bit. So in the rest of the cupboards, they're honestly like chaos, barely contained, so they're gonna stay shut. But in here I keep all my pots and pans, and then up above all of my linens. So this brings me to some of my favorite little bits and pieces. I always have my salt out. I love having it in a little pinch bowl. It just makes it so much easier. And then I'm making a tarte tatin tomorrow for my mom, so hence all the crazy amount of apples. But yeah, I just love including little vintage touches. So these little containers I got on eBay, and I just love the idea of bunching things together into groups, and it's sort of, it's gonna sound so silly, but curating. I really like curating my space into little areas. It keeps it feeling organized, but keeping it loose as well. And I just love the look of it. I have so many girlfriends whose kitchens are these sort of barren spaces. They don't actually feel like their space whatsoever. There's no personality, there's nothing about them in there. And so for me, a big part of feeling comfortable in my kitchen means that the kitchen feels like an extension of myself. So for me, that means it needs to feel really fun and pretty and, you know, with lots of little moments. So I love mixing and bits and pieces in. And obviously you gotta have a gold French press. I mean, you know. And so now we're down like the little narrow passageway. I have a Viking 6-burner, and the cool thing about this is it has a downdraft system. So I actually got this specifically so I could shoot in this kitchen. So it makes shooting videos with you guys a lot easier, and I love having it just open like this. So there's no hood above me. The downdraft system just pops up and it sucks all the smoke down, and that is how it works, but I'm obsessed with it. This is the marble slab that I use in tons of photography. It weighs like 100 pounds or something. It's so heavy. And then, yeah, I kept all the appliances white. I just wanted to keep it all fresh and really simple. All the appliances are GE, so I just love the look, and they're really efficient. They do a really, really good job. And so, yeah, here's my double, just simple white oven. My previous oven would not stop beeping at me, and then when I moved here, I wanted to get just something really simple, clean, really nice, and the GE one is awesome for that. And so this brings us around to my cabinetry. So once again, all IKEA. I kept it really cheap and really simple. And for that, I just have these push-in cabinets, because this corner is a little awkward. Sorry, it's such a disaster. Oh God. Oh. But yeah, so this is literally what it looks like. It's just kind of not, you know, it should be. I'm planning on organizing it later. But anyway, I love these cabinets because they're little push-ins. So it makes it really easy to access everything. This is where I keep all my glassware. I love having them organized like this because it means it's really easy for me. I do all of my own photography for my blog, so I kind of have everything organized like a food stylist or a prop stylist would. So for instance, like I have just drawers of stuff. So this is my drawer of cute little teacups, for instance, and then this is my drawer of fun vintage glassware. I have a glassware problem. It's an aggressive problem. So for me, I love collecting vintage bits and pieces. But yeah, that's basically it. This is my kitchen. I kind of hit on the highlights. But if you have any other questions, please post in the comments. I'm happy to answer any and all questions you have about my kitchen, how I put it together. I actually go into depth on this in detail on my blog, so you can check that out as well for all of the sort of paint colors, finishes, etc., etc. It was a really fun project. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it really is flattering that you guys dig it too, so thank you so much for all of your encouragement. But yeah, so let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, please post below. But thanks guys, and I'll see you on the next tour. Maybe I'll do my balcony, or I don't know, my bedroom. I don't know, let me know. What do you want to see? My favorite room in my house is the guest bathroom. Weird, I know, but it's awesome. So now you're curious, aren't you? All right, well, post about it, let me know, and I will talk to you later. Bye guys.